spinner in front. Oh, what's happened to Shunt? Now Tornado, the big heave-ho towards the angle grinder.
From Sawtrey in Cambridgeshire and #1 seed, Tornado.
Reigning champions and former World Championship semi-finalists.
The busyness that's going on at the Tornado bench looks immense. Lads, how does Tornado deal with flippers?
Try and stay out of the way of the flipper. It's about the only way. If a machine is a particularly renowned flipper, we'll use a weapon that is very difficult for them to get under, like the flail scoop. But for Raging Reality, they're a good flipper. They've won their heat. Their flipper edge is not very wide, so we've gone for the disc, and it might do some damage to their armour, so we shall see.
A four-wheel driven pushing box, basically, with the interchangeable weaponry, the disc, a large vertical bar, spinner lifters, the chain, flail, durable, but it is vulnerable to flippers. And there's the Tornado team, Andrew Marchant, the captain, David Gamble and Brian Moss. Brian in the middle. In the arena for the House Robots, Shunt, Dead Metal 2, two veterans.
3, 2, 1.
Both these machines have a Robot Wars pedigree, and Tornado already in underneath Raging Nightmare and slamming them against the arena sidewall, using the flipper to self-right Raging Nightmare. Expending energy though, every time it flips, Tornado is dogged in its pursuit, relentless. It has the spinner in front. Oh, what's happened to Shunt? Well, we were looking through the eye of the Shunt camera and over went Shunt, tossed over by Raging Nightmare. Look at this from a different angle. The flipper and underneath Shunt, as Shunt was busying itself with Tornado and over they went. Good attack by Raging Nightmare, but you're actually supposed to be attacking the little red thing on wheels called Tornado. Reigning champions, #1 seed. There's a clue. Tornado, after you, into the CPZ. Slam, bang. Oh, no thank you, ma'am. Oh, and another side assault here. And each time Tornado whacks a robot, that's 100 kilos hitting you at 10 miles an hour, and that'll shake loose electronics and controls and render immobile, and I think they've done just that. It is not the most flamboyant of robots, but it is a terrific champion. They defeated the former world champions Razor to win the 6 wars, and they are through the first round of this, the first semi-final. Tornado and out the Raging Nightmare. Disappointment for them, they've come so far.
Well, Tornado continue their relentless march to glory. Tornado, they go through.
Tell me what went wrong.
They were pushing us down the back corner. As soon as we hit the wall, we don't know. It just wouldn't flip back. It was drivable,
Yeah.
but we just couldn't self-right.
You're disappointed? I bet you look a bit gutted, actually.
Well, yeah, but good robot.
Fine robot, but I mean, it's the first time you've made the semi-finals. Your robot's improving all the time, isn't it?
Every time we just get that little bit further.
Let's hear it for Raging Nightmare. That was just bullying, really, wasn't it?
I think we got off extremely lightly there. I mean, they've got an awesome flipper.
I've got a very powerful flipper, but they couldn't flip it. They couldn't get anywhere near you. You're too fast.
Well, Andy did an absolutely marvellous job of driving in that one. He just dodged it every time, and then we managed to get them in the corner a few times. And their flipper obviously broke, so they couldn't get themselves back up again.
The robot's really controllable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of Tornado's strengths. It's always been one of the best things about it, that we can put it where we want, when we want it.
Well, do you think you can stay in the arena?
There's more than 50% flippers left out there.
Yeah.
We don't like them, but we'll take on all comers and try. But no, I think we'll be going out, to be honest.
Have we got any surprises left from Tornado? Any new weapons? Any special adaptations?
We still haven't used weapon number 4, but
Right.
it's not really suited for flippers, so we may never see it, unfortunately. But
Well, good luck, guys. You're the reigning UK champions. Let's see if you can go all the way.
try and stay there.
And hang on to that title.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Team Tornado.
Tornado.
So much experience. This is 3rd series semi-finals. David Gamble, Andrew Marchant, Brian Moss.
Gravity.
Newcomers, but mighty thus far. WJ Dykstra, Alex Charon.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Cassius Chrome, a newcomer to this series, and Sir Killalot, an old favourite.
2, 1, activate.
The durable and experienced against the powerful, but perhaps the raw. That's how I'd see this one. And Tornado has the front bulldozer scoop on, the interchangeable weaponry to get in underneath Gravity. Gravity's ground clearance very low at the front because of the flipper blade, but at the side you'll see a chasm yawning wide open. Tornado trying to exploit that into the clutches of Sir Killalot in that CPZ. And Tornado were the more experienced in those early encounters, and Gravity just away from Sir Killalot. Oh, but damaged, hobbling. One tyre punctured, you can see there's a puncture. Tornado, look at the way Tornado spins, almost on a sixpence. That'll open me up to emails. A sixpence. Oh, ask your granddad. Tornado attacking Gravity on the angle grinder. And Gravity in peril, I think for the first time in the championships. Was it Sir Killalot that punctured the tyre? We may find out later. Tornado gives chase. So quick across the arena floor. So versatile, but flipped away. One mistake there by Andrew Marchant driving, and it could have been so costly. And there is still life in Gravity as it bobbles along on the arena floor. Tornado to the side, and now will push. Is it a massive power that it pushes, and Gravity flips itself away for a moment. Gains some breathing space. Back comes Tornado. It is a darn dogged thing. And it chases once again, and it's, I think, pressed the pit release, and Gravity on the pit, and caught there. And descending away from the 7th Wars.
What a fight! What a closely contested battle. Gravity can't defy Gravity in the end. Tornado, the champions, the first seeds, they go through to the grand final! I just said to you unlucky and you said not unlucky.
No, just they punctured our tires, that was it. We could move around, but not at our normal speed.
I know both tyres were flat, weren't they?
Yeah.
It is a great driver, but I don't think it's ever been flipped that high before.
I don't know.
You went by the arena wall. Disappointed?
No, just a bit.
I mean, but you got the fair seeds. You must have thought,
No, actually, I was quite happy with them.
Yeah, you wanted to fight them, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you think you had the makings, the takings of them?
Well, when they got upside down, they were at a disadvantage because they couldn't push me anymore because they were just sliding up on top of me.
Yeah, and then also they had that lip so you could get under and flip.
Yeah.
But you
couldn't push them to the edge anymore, so...
didn't you see the pit coming?
I couldn't get off with flat tires.
Oh, you couldn't get off, you were just stuck there.
Yeah.
Next time you come back, new robot, or are you going to stick with Gravity?
Oh, I build a new robot every year.
You build a new robot every year,
Yeah.
just like that. How much does a robot like that cost?
About 4,000 euros, that's 3,000 pounds.
Well, can't wait to see what you come up with next, because Gravity was an amazing robot, so watch this space. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Gravity!
That was one we were really afraid of. They've been flipping things out of the arena. Well, you saw Dan Tompkins, 6 seconds.
I know.
They're amazing.
And I saw how high it got you.
Yeah,
Got you
we
very
were
high.
flying.
But you got through again. You're relentless. It's
By the skin
it's
of
like
our
a
teeth.
piston, though. It's a battering ram. And the driving was excellent. Did you know they couldn't get off the pit when you opened the button?
I sort of realised if I can position them over the pit, if it goes down quickly enough, they won't get off, and I was lucky.
Well, good luck in the grand final.
Thank you.
The fair seeds, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it, Team Tornado!
From Sawtry in Cambridgeshire and #1 seed, Tornado.
Reigning champions and previous World Championship semi-finalists has all the knowledge of the war zone.
Drawn against Storm 2. What are you going to do?
Well, it's going to be a pushing match, isn't it? Two robots designed to ram, designed to push. Similar ideas. Controllers built by the same man, our very own Dave Gamble. So it's going to be interesting.
Has 3.5 horsepower drive on the weaponry, 7 horsepower drive altogether. A pushing box with the interchangeable weaponry. Vulnerable to flippers, perhaps.
From Ipswich in Suffolk, Storm 2.
Impressed us as new blood champions and has got better and better.
So, we've got to think tactically here. You're a very similar machine.
Yeah.
What are you going to do in there with him?
Tornado's weakness is being stacked up against the arena wall. They've gone out before for being stuck against the arena wall. We're lucky. If we get up there, we can probably work our way off with the arm. But we think the most likely weapon they'll use against us is their scoop with a flail that comes through it. So if we can get round, get them into the arena wall and get them wedged up against it or stuck against it, we think we're in with a good chance.
Absolutely crucial here. 18 horsepower on the drive, twice the power of Tornado, and also has a lifting weapon to expose that Tornado ground clearance.
Roboteers, stand by.
For the two teams then, Storm 2, Ed Hobbit, Tim Bence and Merrill Kolach. And Tornado, Andrew Marchant on the left-hand side, David Gamble and Brian Moss with him. So Kilolox with them too, out in the arena. And Cassius Chrome. And this for a place in the final of the grand final.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Two very similar machines. Tornado and Storm 2, both 100 kilos in weight. Storm 2 trying to get in underneath that ground clearance. You see it shove them to the arena sidewall. Oh, and they spun away and crashed into the wall themselves. Tornado, good driving away by Andrew Marchant. Very, very experienced. They're fighting for the 4th time in the wars. Now Tornado, the big heave-ho towards the angle grinder. Tornado, the experienced machine. Storm 2, the whippersnappers, the new boys, came through the new Blood Championship route, gaining automatic entry into the UK Championships. Tornado, an invertible machine, can run either way up. Can't get the front scoop in underneath Storm 2 in that mode, though. And Tornado on the defensive momentarily, and again, oh! Some shove there from Storm 2. Tornado bouncing away. When you get two pushing boxes like this, it could come down to durability. Which machine can sustain most damage within? Not exposed damage, not superficial damage, but damage to the machinery, the electronics from so much biffing and bashing. And Storm 2 doing the chasing. A storm and a tornado out there. And a battle that is blowing hot and cold for both. It's Storm 2, the aggressor there, but Tornado turning away, dodging, good driving once again, good style. Won't mind going up and over Storm 2 like that. It's not sustaining any damage, and Storm 2 not really point scoring to any great degree. That was a good attack though. Tornado bouncing away. They know they're in a battle here, the defending champions. Let's look at this again. Against the arena wall, fizzing away and bouncing down. Listen, can you hear the little flail? Tornado's little flail is not doing much damage. Storm 2 is though. The flail not doing any damage really for Tornado. And Storm 2 on top here. And the ref bot has pressed the pit release. And Tornado's been caught. Oh, just away. The champions were very nearly out. Tornado here, I think, on the brink of defeat at the penultimate hurdle of their title defense. I don't think we're going to see a repeat of Chaos 2's historic title defense as Storm 2 nags and gnaws away against the champions. It goes to a judge's decision. And they look at Ed Hoppett and Tim Benson, Merrill Kolach as their machine spins.
What a way to kick off the grand final. A whirlwind in the war zone. Storm and Tornado. We're going to have to go to the judges. They'll be looking at style, control, damage, which might be important, and aggression. While they're making up their minds, let's review the highlights of that fantastic battle.
Professor Noel Sharkey, Martin Smith and Matt Irvin look on then, the judges, as we review these highlights. OK, Tornado on the attack, but Storm 2 using the flipper. We said that might be Tornado's weakness, and Tornado being bashed here all around the arena. What damage did it sustain, if any? Well, the aggressive machine was Storm 2, that's for sure. Tornado very nearly caught and then stylishly away, but was that enough?
Well. Tense, isn't it?
A little bit.
Judges made the decision. Your weapon was damaged, it wasn't working, was it? Because if you ever needed a weapon in a fight, you needed a weapon there. You were also very aggressive, weren't you? They've gone for Storm! Sorry to tease you there. You taught them all they know about roboteering.
It's the next generation of Tornado. Yeah, it's more powerful, it's stronger, it's better armoured.
You don't work so effectively upside down, do you?
No, we've got no way of getting back over, so...
You were the UK champions for a year, you've lost the title. Good year for you?
Oh, it was great fun.
You know, are you going to come back and try and reclaim your title next year?
I think we'll have a go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please go ballistic for Team Tornado! Teaching the masters.
Yeah, that was that was a bit tactical. That was you said the weapon wasn't working. The weapon was working. It worked, did exactly what it was designed to do. Turned them over.
Really? I just didn't see it go up at all.
Turned them over. That's why they were running upside down. Once they're upside down, all they could do
was
was
flip them back again.
They just ran up against us. It would have been silly to turn them back.
Yeah, fair enough. One more fight to go, and you could be the new champions, champion to the 7th Wars. Who would you rather fight?
I think we'd rather take on Typhoon.
Why Typhoon? Because I find Typhoon to be the most destructive robot in the competition.
Well, yeah, but you see, we've still got this very thick armour on the sides. They'll hit it, and I think they'll cause as much damage to themselves as they will to us.
Are you the fastest robot in Robot Wars?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to run away at first, aren't they?
They'll try, but we'll catch them.
You're about 25 miles an hour, is it?
Yeah, you cannot outrun the Storm.
The trick with
what a tagline, sir. a little brain constantly working, isn't it? Constantly working, sir. You can't outrun the Storm. Can you raise the roof for Storm?
Team Tornado, I see that, Andrew, you've got your arm protectively around Tornado.
It's taken a bit of a battering so far, but the damage has been okay. It's still going well.
Still
ready to go.
You are now in the Eliminator for the 3rd place. You are up against Exterminator. They are working round the clock to try and fix that machine after Typhoon did the damage. Do you think they'll get ready?
I think they're going to be very tight on time. They took a lot of damage, and though they're working all out to get it fixed, I don't think they're going to get everything done. It's going to make our job a lot easier.
Roboteers, stand by.
In the arena for the House Robots, Matilda making her first appearance in this grand final. And Sir Killalot.
3, 2, 1, activate.
This for 3rd place then. Tornado quickly on the attack, can get up to 10 mile an hour top speeds. Not great, but it's the fact it'll push all day long that makes it such a strong competitor, and I don't think Exterminator was ever going to be fully ready for this playoff. They came into the arena, they talked the talk, they couldn't walk the walk, could they? In trouble straight away. That spinning disc isn't working. And I think or is it? Yes, it is now, look. Just beginning to crank up through the speed, the spinning disc. Biting into Tornado, scratching the front scoop, bashing away. Not fully operational, not at its best is an Exterminator. Oh, and turned over, I think by a combination of a Tornado push in one direction and Matilda's fly wheel spinning tail in the other direction. But they're okay, or are they? Look at Tornado. Poor old Exterminator taking some damage again. They've got hydraulic spikes out of the side, by the way, if you're wondering what those cones are all about. Not greatly impressive, but the spinning wheel has spin throughout this championship. Oh, and I think that's Minister Killalot that's come off. They're taking Minister Killalot's armament off. Well, that's a trophy. They'll want to take home. Tornado on the attack, though, relentless as ever. And another slam from Tornado. Exterminator. How are the batteries in this playoff? Tornado still chugging away. The pit descends. Tornado. Not first place in the 7th Wars. Third, some consolation. As a little bit of a nut or a bolt goes running across the arena floor. Pushed into the CPZ with the pit release tyre. Tornado wants a little bit of that as well. Matilda's thinking about coming in. Oh, there's something shiny on the wheels of Tornado. Is that hydraulic fluid? Is that oil out there? They can't get any traction. They can't get out of the CPZ. But Exterminator won't be able to draw them into any more peril because they're about to be counted out. Out they go. Exterminator finish 4th. Tornado 3rd. And Matilda can wreak havoc.
Cease.
Explosive! Bronze medal! A place on the podium! 3rd place goes to Team Tornado!
I bet you'd be happy if you never saw Matilda again.
Yeah, we were cringing a bit there.
You had a lot of repairs to make.
Yeah.
To the robot.
Yeah.
After the fight with Typhoon.
Got most of it together. I don't know whether that's what's affected it now. It cut out on us, all the drives cut out.
But even so, the weapon was working splendidly well.
Yeah, it was going all right. They're a hard robot to fight. They dog you down all the time, don't they? You've got to be there attacking. Or
it's like an Energizer Bunny, isn't it? It just keeps coming at you. It goes on and on and on and on. It's like a piston.
Yeah.
You're great competitors. We love having you on Robot Wars. We hope all that damage isn't going to cost too much and isn't going to stop you coming back for more carnage. Let's hear it. What a robot team. Exterminator! Well, you go out on a high at least.
Yeah.
Having your mate Dave sold all your secrets to Storm, and the masters got sort of lessons from the students, really. When you were trying to get them in the pits, I noticed that your wheels were just spinning and they were all wet. What was all that?
Matilda managed to clout the side of Killalot, and so there was hydraulic oil leaking out of Killalot all over the place. And we were sitting there, we had full throttle on, and Tornado was going nowhere. All the wheels were spinning.
Ladies and gentlemen, they were great champions. They're a great robot. They're great guys. Go ballistic for Team Tornado!